let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be it's because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. It means that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Can y'all hear me? I don't know why I was muted. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Man, make sure the microphone is on one. Yeah, the microphone is connected. Okay, y'all can hear me? Okay, cool. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. That's what I said. Happy Friday. Come on in. How you guys doing? We made it. We made it. All right, let me say hi to the people and let's jump right on in, honey. It's Friday. Let's go. Let's see here. I know I was early for my normal time, but late for the time I set it for. What up, Chuck? Hey, Corey. What's up, The Informed? Below, Miss Cookie. Lock Queen. C. Jones. What's going up, Miss Jocelyn? Hey, Marilyn. Des Hop. What's going on? Quake. Hey, Boo. Thanks for being on both platforms. Marcus. Tawanda. How you doing, Candy? Half Pint. Half Pin. Excuse me. Hey, girl. Gossip in the Garden. Hey. Tracy said, just wiping down the bar and turning on the popcorn machine. I know that's right. Hey, Edwina. I had such a rough week. I'm so very happy that today is Friday. You and me both, baby. Between other stuff going on and then my allergies and then my asthma, child, it's been a mess. Hey, Ash Tuck, what's going on? I hate that people are asking what she do. We're going to talk about that. What's up, T? Sweet Pea, what's up? What's up, DB? All right. Couture, hey, my love. Haven't seen you in a while. Fedora, hey. It's only 300 days till the Tribe Bowl 2.0. Y'all still have time to join us. She ain't wrong. She is not wrong, baby. We still got, listen, we are still taking people. We got people booking. We actually had 2 people book this week, a book for the Tribe Bowl. We had 2 people join us this week. Technically 3, because one person, her and her husband are coming. But 2 rooms. We booked 2 rooms. But 3 new people that are joining us. And we had a couple of people this week booked for Alaska. So y'all are coming through and coming out and coming through, you know. Yeah. Roland Martin pissed me off so bad I unfollowed him. Baby, Roland Martin pissed a lot of people off. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get to that. Roland Martin. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to do this. Roland Martin has pissed a lot of people off, honey. I told y'all I'm in and out with Roland Martin. I really don't watch him a lot anymore. I'm still subscribed to his channel because he is a Black creator. But I can be honest and tell y'all it's been a long time since I've watched Roland Martin. A long time. But there it is. Cross Country Cruiser said, hey, Really B and Tribe. Yesterday, my young cousin ended. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. We are definitely going to send some. Y'all, please send some prayers If you know the word of prayer, please send some prayers to Cross Country Cruiser. Y'all know that she is a tribe member. She's a dedicated tribe member. We're gonna send prayers to her family. She said her nephew decided to end his life yesterday, and it's her sister's youngest baby. So, oh no. Oh, that kind of stuff just breaks my heart. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going to definitely send some prayers. Thank you. I see people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we definitely have to. We got some things to do with our babies. We definitely got some things to do with our babies. And you know how to get in touch with me, Cross Country Cruiser. If you just need anything, you know how to, reach me on Instagram. If you just, you need to vent, get some things off your chest. You need to just, sometimes you need to talk to people that's not family because you got some, if you need me, call me, baby. And I mean that. I'll even, if you reach out to me, I'll even give you my number. You could just call me directly. We ain't got to talk through no Instagram, child. But yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Oh boy. Yeah, we definitely gonna reach out to Abby to put that on the prayer list at her church. And for the tribe's prayer list. Well, I hope that you can find, for however long we here tonight, an hour and a half, hour and a half. Hope you can find a distraction for, even if it's just for an hour and a half. You join us and you get you a little distraction, okay? That's what I can offer to you. That's what I can offer to you. But yeah, I'm kind of hard to transition, y'all. I don't want to, but we're gonna transition. Cross Country Cruiser came here to, hopefully you came here to be with family, so we family. Hey Raven, yes, it's Friday, honey. We dancing a little jiggity jig. All right. For those that are asking about Roland Martin and stuff, we're gonna get to that in a minute. We're gonna get to Roland Martin in a minute. But let's get through a few other things first. I have you know what? Let's lighten the mood a little bit. We're gonna do. I have a couple of shit we did not ask for. I hope it's not too early in my live to be saying that. YouTube might play with me, but let's say stuff we did not ask for. So let's go ahead. Let's talk a little bit about stuff we did not ask for. Okay, I got two of them. Okay, hey Don, what's up, boo? All right, so let me do that. That might lighten the mood a little bit. For those that are new here, we have a segment called Stuff We Did Not Ask For. Now, sometimes it's stuff we ask for. Sometimes we decide, hey, we want this. Other times we say, absolutely not. If you are a member, you can play this game with your emojis. And I have a couple of emojis I need to add. I need to go in there and add some new emojis. If you are in here, you can still play. If you're not a part of the board of directors lit up in green, you can still play the game with us. When I tell you what it is, if it's something that you want, just put a 1 in the chat. If it's something that you don't want, put a 2 in the chat. And if it's a hell no, put a 3 in the chat. Okay, y'all ready? Okay. IHOP has decided to start serving oxtails at select Bronx locations in New York. Excuse me. This menu will feature dishes like an oxtail omelet, oxtail chopped cheese, and oxtail tacos. So a 1 if this is a yes for you, a 2 if it's a no for you, and a 3 if it's a hell no. I see a lot of 3s. I see a lot of no's. I'm not an oxtail person, but I thought the people who like oxtail would be like, hell yeah. Okay, I see some yeses now. Okay, I'm starting to see some yeses. All right, I'm starting to see some yeses. Okay, but I'm not an oxtail girl. But I thought the people who like oxtail would be on it, honey. Don said that they're gonna be real. Well, it's gonna be as real as the steak that they serve. I mean, I'm just saying. Who's cooking it? That does make a difference, Couture. Who's cooking it does make a difference. The International House of Oxtail Pancakes. Oh, I like oxtail, but not by IHOP. Well, what if the cook is Jamaican? Would that make a difference? If the cook is Jamaican, would that make y'all run? Right, because that's the other thing. Oxtail is not cheap. Oxtail is not cheap. Okay. Well, this is a shit we did not ask for. A television show. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for that? Okay. LL Cool J returns to NCIS universe with a new NCIS New York series set for a fall premiere. Now, for those of you who watch NCIS, is this something we asked for? First of all, 2 questions. Did we ask for another NCIS spinoff? And did we ask for LL Cool J to come back? And let me say this. I love LL Cool J. Y'all know I'm old school girl. Love me some LL Cool J. However, I find it very interesting that LL Cool J, after, and I know he was an executive producer on the LA version. I find it interesting that he has been on every single, like after LA was canceled, then he was making special appearances on the original version. Then he was over in Hawaii and he like joined the cast of Hawaii before Hawaii got canceled. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all and tell y'all something. I'm not so much concerned about LL Cool J coming in because, I mean, LL Cool J is LL Cool J, whatever. My thing is, why do y'all keep bringing back different shows instead of, like, I liked Hawaii and I liked New Orleans. I really did like Hawaii and I like New Orleans. I'm like, now LA, I was fine for them canceling LA. But bring back New Orleans. Bring back Hawaii. I really enjoyed those spinoffs. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about a New York spinoff. Because I'm just kind of over New York. You know what I mean? Everything has to be in New York. I like these shows being in different cities and you kind of get to see different things and learn about these different cities, the different neighborhoods and stuff like that. Like, I love New Orleans. I still watch it. Yeah, I love New Orleans. Fedora said, baby, I am in love with LL. I don't care what he do. Fedora said he could just stand on screen for an hour and I'm going to watch it. I never watched any of them. The TV market is too saturated with them. Well, I love NCIS and I still watch it. And actually, NCIS Origins, I'm actually really enjoying Origins. But like I said, out of all of the ones, Los Angeles was probably my least favorite. It didn't do nothing for me. But, you know, I don't know. A lot of y'all said 2. Some of y'all said it was a soft 2. Am I going to watch it? Yeah, I'm going to watch it. You know what I mean? I'm going to give it a chance. But we see where it goes. You watch the reruns? Yeah, I watch the reruns of New Orleans all the time. Honestly, Origins is probably my favorite spinoff now because I really, really like Origins. But before that, it was New Orleans. New Orleans was actually my favorite spinoff out of all 3 of them. But anyway, they canceled them, child. Moving right along. Kennedy Ryan sets Before I Let Go series at Peacock under first look deal with Universal Studio Group. Now, this is a book that I bought probably a year ago and I have not read it yet. And I know it's a 3-part series, which I have all 3 parts. Yeah, I've got to get back to my book channel because there's so many things I want to talk to you guys about. I just got to find the time. Like right now, and I know y'all get tired of me complaining. I'm not complaining. Oops. Because I'm not complaining. I'm blessed. But right now, honestly, y'all, I really feel like I have 3 jobs. I have my regular 9-to-5, which is my teaching job. When I come home from work, generally speaking, I'm doing something with the travel, which again, I'm not complaining, and I'm doing YouTube. Before I go to bed at night, honestly, sometimes I just don't have the bandwidth, but I want to. Like, my mind is there, the desire is there, the time just is not there. But we got to get back to these books because there's so many books I want to talk about. So many books I have read that I just want to have conversations about. We've got to get back to it. I know we never did revisit Who's Watching Shorty. We will, because I really want to talk about it. I really want to talk about that book, Brandy's book. I know it's kind of old news now, but I want to talk about Brandy's book. And then there's just been other books that I've read that I really just want to come down here and talk to you guys about. I started listening to, was it Blood and Stone? The one that's going to come out. Xavier, what's the name of it again? You know what I'm talking about. Children of the Blood and Stone or something like that. I started listening to it and I got away from it. I was listening to it on audio. I need to go back to it and start from the beginning. But I want to do that too. So we're gonna do it. As soon as you can afford an assistant, I'll submit my resume. You'll be like the third or fourth person that offer, child. Trust me. As soon as I feel like I can afford me one. Trust me. Children of the Blood and Bone. Thank you. Fedora said, girl, I don't know how you have the energy, but I'm glad you do it selfishly. You know, when I first started doing YouTube, and some of y'all who were around remember, I would be up until 11, 12 o'clock at night doing reviews. Like, I remember, because I used to want to put the reviews out the same day, right? So, like, when I used to review Sisters, I'm going to use Sisters as an example. Because I was getting such good numbers on Sisters didn't come on until what, like 9 o'clock, I think? And then I was watching the show. And that's when I used to do like uploads. I was watching the show and then I would have to record the video, upload it and do all the things, you know, put the title and, you know, all the stuff that you have to do to put a video up and waiting for it to upload before I went to bed because if I closed my computer or my computer went to sleep, the upload didn't finish. Sometimes I wasn't going to bed until like 12 o'clock. And that's why, if I'm being honest with you guys, sometimes that's why I shut down. Like, that's why y'all don't get a lot out of me after, not like if I'll do an 8 o'clock show and do a 9:15 live, but if the show comes on at 9, that's why I shut down. Unless I have to go to work, unless I don't have to go to work the next day, because I got to a point where I got burnt out. And so sometimes I know it feels like I promise stuff and I don't deliver, and I'm going to stop promising because I have the desire, but I don't always have the bandwidth. So I'm going to stop promising stuff, right? But know that the desire is there, but I had to put a boundary in for myself because I got burnt out. And I remember one time I lost my voice. I don't know if y'all remember that. I literally lost my voice for like almost a week. I could not, like, I was talking like this because my vocal cords had swollen up. And I'm not blaming that on doing YouTube. I'm just saying, I think it was the pollen. I think it was a combination of stuff. So I really had to just stop. And so that's why I have a hard stop and that's why sometimes, you know, like after I do this live, I try to give myself time to just relax for a couple of hours. You know what I mean? Those first 2.5 seasons of reviews were just you cussing us Tyler out. Listen, I did Sisters until y'all stopped watching them reviews. Once people stopped watching the reviews, I stopped doing Sisters. I'd have kept doing Sisters if the numbers had stayed the same. Because I was getting good numbers on baby, I was getting good numbers on Sisters, but people stopped watching them, so I stopped watching. I stopped talking about it, child. Thank you, Fedora. Fedora said, absolutely. Put the oxygen mask on yourself first. Absolutely. Uh-oh, Tracy must have dropped the menu for the day. Hold on, let me see what Tracy got today, honey. I do listen to audiobooks. So here's the problem with me listening to audiobooks. I do listen to the audiobooks. The problem is, like, when I read the book, I do like y'all know we would do like, oh, we're going to discuss chapters 1 through 5. We're going to discuss The problem with the audiobooks is I just keep listening. So I do the audiobook, and that's what I'm saying. I've listened to a lot of books that I want to talk about. And like I said, maybe this summer when I just have the time. I don't want to make any promises for the rest of this school year because I probably won't have. If I'm able to do something, it's going to be a pop in. Like, oops, y'all, hey, let's talk about it. I don't want to promise anything. But this summer, maybe I can really dedicate some time because, you know, I'll have more time, you know. But yeah, I do listen to the audiobooks. I do. Sisters reviews was the time, baby. Them sister reviews, baby. And that's why I really wanted to like divorce. I know they didn't drop Divorce Wives, Divorce Sisters, whatever the hell it's called. I can't do it. I can't go back. I'm sorry. I can't go back. I can't go back. Tracy, what you got over there? Child, whatever you got, just slide. Look, just slide me whatever you got with some whiskey in it, child. Baby, I can't go back to Divorce Sisters. I can't do it. I'm gonna just tell y'all now, Tribe. I'm gonna just let y'all know now for the review channel. Just don't ask me to do nothing else, Tyler Perry. I just don't know if I can do it. I tried, y'all. I tried to go back and do a Tyler Perry show. I said, because I really like Kadeen. I was like, I really want to, I want to spotlight. I love her. I really want to do this. I love LaToya London. Lucky, Lord, I said London. I really wanted to do it, y'all, but I just. I tried. I really tried, y'all. Y'all saw me. I did what? 3? Didn't I do 4 reviews? I can't do it. Them long ass drawn out soliloquies, them over dramatic scenes, and somebody always got to be a DL brother. Somebody like, why is this man in love with the pastor? Why is this lady walking around acting like that boy belonged to her husband? We all know that boy belonged to that man. And why is that man dating her friend? And why is the crazy lady over here stealing jewelry and cars from her husband? And then why is the other lady dating the 15-year-old at the church? Like, it's too much, y'all. I really tried. You love Divorce Sisters. And listen, Tyler Perry is rich for a reason. There are people who really like Tyler Perry's stuff. I can't take that away from people who like Tyler Perry's stuff. I just can't do it. Oh, thank you, KDK. KDK gifted a membership. Who got the membership? Congratulations. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, nephew. Nephew, are you hanging out? Nephew, hit me up. Are you hanging out with us in New York? I'm exaggerating. He not 15, but he like in his 20s and she like in her 40s. And he ain't got no job living with his mama and living with her. I was exaggerating, y'all. He's not 15. He's of age, but Dee, I want you to come with us. Let's talk. I'm gonna hit you up or you hit me up. Diamond Pear, congratulations, Diamond Pear, for getting the membership. And thank you again, KDK, for gifting it. Mwah. Thank you, my love. It's been so long I have to go back. Yeah, you have to go back and rewatch all that stuff, child. Dee, I want you to come with us. When we come to New York, the weekend of August the 9th. So if you're going to be in town, that's El Teddy's field trip with his pupils. And we are going to be there. And I want you to go with us. So I'm going to talk to you offline. Because we're going to top, his friend Todd that does drag. We're going to his drag show. And then we're going to how you pronounce this thing again? That's the link, y'all. If anybody wants to go with us, that's the Google Doc to fill out. Tracy put the Google Doc to fill out so y'all can let us know. Baby, tell me how to pronounce the name of this thing. I know I'm saying it wrong, y'all. The ball. We're going to the ball. Hold on. Where is it? Lord, now I gotta find the link again. Damn it. Anyway, but nephew, we're gonna link up because I want you to hang out with us. No, I'm not going to a Liberty game this time. This is El Teddy's trip. This is not my trip. I'm not curating this. I am just along for the ride, honey. I am just there to have a good time. I am along for the ride. That's the link right there, though. But I do want to go to a Liberty game because I know I still want to see my girl Ellie. That might be a good little trip to take. Take the train up for a Knicks game. I mean, Lord, I said a Knicks. I mean Knicks Liberty game because the train lets you off right there. And hang out in New York for a day and then come on back. Because I definitely, but I want to get good seats so that I can possibly like talk to Ellie, possibly get Ellie to come near me because I love Ellie. Y'all know how I feel about Ellie. I am going to go to how you pronounce this thing again? I am going to go to the damn it. I'm sorry, y'all. I am going to go to some Mystics games this year. I'm not doing a trip like I did like a group like I did last time, but I like their draft picks. So I'm definitely going to go to a game this year. I like their draft picks. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me find something real quick so I can get y'all this link. And it's his show. So I talked to Elta. I mean, it's his trip, and he doesn't want to necessarily do a thing. He wants to do the links. Like I sent you guys, he wants to do the link so that everybody can buy their own ticket. Now he's going to be sitting. I think he said orchestra left. I think is where he said he's going to be sitting. So we'll all be sitting in that area. But you can get a ticket for wherever you want to be. We'll all be there together, right? We're going to all be there together. So wherever it is that you want to be is where we'll be. Where we will all be hanging out. Lord, I can't get my words out. I'm going to put the link in the chat now. That's why I'm pulling it up now, child. Here it is right here. The Jellicle Ball. Am I saying it right? Jellicle Ball. Excuse me. Why is it not coming up? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Why does it keep coming up? Y'all, this thing is getting on my nerves. All right, here it is right here. Okay, let me go to the right date. Good Lord. Y'all, this thing is getting on my nerves. I hate when I do this. Tracy, I'm going to send you this link so you'll have it because Lord knows me trying to find this daggone link again. Is this it right here? Let me do it like this. Child, why is this thing? Anyway, we're going to the Jellicle Ball, child. Am I saying it right? Why is my computer? Never mind. I'll find the link. The link. Oh, thank you, Ravine. Lord, Ravine already had the link. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Thank y'all. Lord, I should have known y'all already had the link. That's the link to buy the tickets. Okay. So all you have to do is click that link. I believe that I was going to try to share my screen again and show y'all. But if you're facing the stage, I believe that the tickets, I think we're going to be an orchestra. That's my left-hand side, your right-hand side. I believe that's where El Teddy said he's going to be buying his tickets. That's what we got going on. Okay. So please make sure if you're going on the field trip, if you are interested, it's going to be the 8:00 Saturday night show. So if you are interested in coming, please make sure you guys get your tickets. Use that link because then I'll have everybody's names and stuff. If we go through the box, I mean, if you want to go through another avenue, again, you don't have to go through that avenue, but that's the one we're using. And when I checked the box office to see if the prices were cheaper at the box office. There are a few. There's like maybe a $20 difference, and I know for some people $20 is a big deal. So do what's best for your finances. Okay. You said orchestra left. Yeah, I think. Hold on. Hold on. See, that's why I want to pull it up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Child. Hold on. Let me take that link. Let me pull it up. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't wait to see Ty either, honey. All right, let me see if I can grab this link. Will it let me? It won't let me do it. Yeah, I know those Liberty games are not to be played with. I mean, they should be expensive. You know, they're the champs. All right, I can't. Hold on. I have it pulled up, but it won't let me pull up that date. And I did it before. It's a way I have to do it, and it's just not letting me do it, which is irritating my soul. Is this it right here? Oh, wait a minute. I think I found what I'm looking for. That's not what I want to do. Oh, God. All right, y'all. Never mind. I don't want to hold up the show. I have to find it. But anyway, click that link. Hold on. Let me try this. This is irritating me. So it's not orchestra left. It's it's orchestra. Yeah, orchestra. Shit. Maybe it's orchestra right. Hold on. Shit. Never mind. I'll figure it out and I'll talk about it tomorrow. I don't want to keep holding up the live. I don't want to keep. All right, thank you, Tracy. It's in my. Okay, thank you. You sent me a voice note how to pronounce it because I know I'm saying it wrong. All right, hold on. Tracy sent me the link. Yeah, I'm so sorry, but I don't know why. Shit. You know what? Maybe it's me because now I'm having a hard time pulling up my email. What the hell? Okay. All right. Thank you, Tracy. Here we go. Good Lord, why I couldn't get this pulled up. All right, let me share my screen so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Thank you, Tracy. Boy, I tell you, Tracy is the best showrunner in the land, honey. Is this the right date? Okay. So this is it right here. This is for August the 8th. So I believe, so this is the stage right here. I believe the tickets on the left are a little bit more inexpensive. No, it looks like it's the same price. But I believe El Teddy said that he was looking at the left-hand side. And you see right here where they're like tickets 1 through 13 are available on row K, row H, 1 through 4 in row J, 1 through 4 in row, G. So we'll all be right there together. This one right here, I said 1 through, it's right, 1 through 13. So maybe we should all look at row K. Where's row K? That's row K right there. Maybe we should look at row K because there's 13 seats in row K. Yeah, so. Yeah. Thank you. She said, don't stress yourself out. All right. Well, so anyway, there's that. So I know I'm going to probably get my ticket this weekend. And I talked to El Teddy last night. No, earlier yesterday. So we're going to all be there together. Okay. Now let me hear how to pronounce this. Let me hear how to pronounce it. My nephew told me how to pronounce it. So hold on. Let me hear how to pronounce it, child. Nephew sent me a voice note. Nephew said, you're going to get this right, auntie.
It's pronounced Jellicle, the Jellicle ball.
Okay, so Jellicle. I was saying it. Yay, I got it right. Jellicle ball. I don't know what I was saying the first time. I was calling it the juicy ball or something. I just made up a name. The Jellicle ball. Thank you. Thank you, nephew. All right, so let's get back to this, child. We done went way left, honey. I done started talking about 500 other things. Sorry about that. Shout out to Cardi B. Her Grow Good hairline sold out in 45 minutes. I'm going to say that one more time. Her new hairline called Grow Good. Now, remember, the pre-sale sold out in less than an hour. Now, the actual launch, official launch, sold out in 45 minutes. Shout out to her. Shout out to Cardi B, who was having a hell of a 2026, honey. A hell of a 2026. Tiger Woods say he don't want y'all to be able to see his pharmacy records, and he wants them out of his DUI case. Why you don't want us talking about your pharmacy prescriptions, Tiger? Think we're going to see something? I'm just saying. What you think we're going to see, Tiger? He said he wanted to keep it. He wanted to stay out his medical records, honey. You know. I started listening to the physiologist on Roland Martin and realized where the conversation was headed and stopped listening. Oh, the physiologist. Six Figures said, happy for Cardi, but ladies, y'all still gonna be bald. Her hair is genetics. Well, again, it's not about her hair. It's about the product. And I'm sure it was tested. I mean, I'm sure she did all the same things that Beyonce did. Ain't nobody, did they say that about Sacred? Don't worry about buying it. Your hair you gonna be bald? Like, she does have a different grade, but I don't think that, I don't know. I don't think that's fair to say. I mean, I hear your point. I understand what you're saying, but I don't think that's fair to say because I think that she's probably tested her products. I think it's just like anybody else, that tested their products and went through all the rigmarole. But that's me. Wow, isn't that a HIPAA violation, or maybe it's the courts? Well, when it comes to HIPAA, when it comes to court cases and stuff like that, there are ways to get that exception to HIPAA if it's connected to your court case. I mean, I know I've seen it in other cases where people's medical records are talked about. So there's got to be a way. I don't, that goes beyond my understanding of the law, because I ain't nobody's attorney, but I do think that I know there's a way to get people's medical records because I've seen it happen. You know what I mean? But there are HIPAA, there's probably had to get a subpoena or something like that. But it sounds like that's probably what the district attorney has already done, is sent out a subpoena for his prescriptions, and that's why his attorney responded and was like, no, we don't want to give that up. D said they did, but it's like just that people be congratulated. Oh, come on. Cardi's hair is thick and kinky like most black folks. And other thing too is Cardi has been talking about her hair care routine for years. She has talked about, she does her own like concoctions that she mixes up herself to put on her hair, and she puts it on her kids' hair. And she's been talking about it for years. I've seen, and I don't even watch Cardi's every time she goes live and stuff, but I've seen her talk about her hair treatment, and like on Sundays, she does these hair treatments on her hair. She mixes up her own, little concoction and stuff. So I don't think this is something she just woke up and decided to do. I mean, she's been doing this for herself for a long time. But, again, y'all know I don't buy none of that stuff because I don't really do my own hair. And when I do wash my hair, I wash my hair myself so seldom. I got cheap stuff up there. I have cheap shampoo and conditioner that I use because I don't really wash my own hair that much. We literally watched her go from having breakage and fried hair in 2016 to nearly butt length hair. Yeah, I mean, if you watch it, she's been doing she's been treating her hair. So I don't know. Again, key word being routine. Folks don't have a routine. They do much with the least. They do when the least does the work. Well, they do too much when the least does the work. Got you. I just mean that some people buy these celebrity products thinking it will make their hair long, like Cardi, Beyonce, but the product is only one small part. That's true. Now that's a fact. That's valid. That's true. Sonia Jackson said, I'm particular about my oxtail to cook, so now I'm not going, I'm not going to IHOP. She lived next to a Jamaican restaurant. Oh, well, you got all the jerk chicken, cocoa bread, and oxtails you need, honey. Cardi's products have a better price point. Oh, I'm sure they do. Better than what? Better than Sacred? Better than Beyonce? Oh, I'm sure. All right. Let's keep going. We're going to get to the Marys in a minute, honey. We're going to get to the Marys in a minute. Now, we were talking about this in the travel group yesterday. Down here to the Carnival cruise line, it says the jury. Now, y'all tell me if y'all agree or not. Maybe I should make this a poll. Hold on, I'm going to make this a poll. If y'all agree or not. Let's make this a poll. Do you agree with the jury or not? And I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to say no. Are we going to create the poll? Did I? Okay. Oh, child, it's a typo, but y'all know what I meant to say. All right. It says a jury says that Carnival must pay a woman $300,000 after serving her 14 shots of tequila in under 9 hours. She fell downstairs and suffered a possible traumatic brain injury, blaming the company's all-inclusive drink package. Do you guys think that the jury... Oh, there it is right there. Do you guys think that the jury should have awarded this woman $300,000? See, this is the problem that I had with stuff like this. First of all, you're gonna mess it up for the rest of us that know how to handle our liquor. That's number one. Number two, 14 shots in 9 hours. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, and y'all are gonna probably think I'm a drunk after I say this, but baby, that's some rookie shit right there. I could probably do 14 shots in 9 hours and be good. 9 hours? That's less than 2 shots an hour. You can't do 2 shots an hour and still walk. I mean, am I tripping? Y'all can't see the poll? Some people see it because they voting. I don't know. It's on the. You don't see it on the screen? I mean, listen, I know everybody is not a drinker like that, but for people that are drinkers, that is less than 2 shots an hour. I could do 9 shots of tequila 14 shots of tequila in 9 hours, and I'm good. I mean, think of how many times. Okay, I don't know why y'all can't see the poll. I don't know, y'all. It's on. I can see it on the screen. Y'all don't see it right there on the screen? It's right there. Y'all don't see it on the screen right there? I see it on both. I have my vertical and my it's on both. Y'all don't see it at all? No, it's not in the chat. You just type in the chat yes or no, and your vote will go. Just type in yes or no. Oh, y'all are looking for it in the chat. No. It's only on the screen, but just type in the chat yes or no, and that'll be your vote. So just type it like that. Do it like that, y'all. That's how you vote. I'm sorry, I misunderstood what y'all was saying. Yeah, just vote yes or no in the chat. Mm-hmm. My thing is this. You're ruining it for the rest of us. For those of us that can't hold our liquor. So now Carnival going to keep... Because Carnival's rules are tight. When it comes to their drink package, they are a lot more strict than Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean, in all reality, with their drink package, and let me knock on some wood, child. With their drink package, they really don't have a lot of restrictions. I think the biggest restriction is that you just have to wait 5 minutes in between drinks. Okay. But they don't have a certain amount, like Royal Caribbean, I mean, Carnival, you can only have a certain amount of drinks in a 24-hour period. Royal Caribbean don't have that. Knock on wood. But I just think that's ridiculous. In my opinion, I think that's ridiculous. And if I were on that jury, she wouldn't have got no money. I'm going to tell you that now. I'd have been like, hell no. Because I could do that. Now, I could see if they said 14 shots in 1 hour. That's a lot. But 9 hours? There's more people who get drinking on a cruise right than wrong. So hopefully she doesn't ruin it for the majority. I hope so. Because, baby, I get it right. Shit. I get it right on the cruise, honey. Maybe she's not a drinker. Then I still say that that's on her. My thing is, they're not making her drink it. You know what I mean? She's actually going up to the bar and asking for these drinks. Nobody's making her. Now, maybe her friends are. Maybe she was a bride or something and they were. But that's peer pressure. That don't have nothing to do with Carnival. And I understand that there's a responsibility, like if you're at a bar and people are driving, but ain't nobody driving on a cruise ship. They walk into their room. I don't know. And again, I think over 9 hours, that's just, again, if she had been sitting at the same bar and it had been like over a 1 hour period, that's one thing. But first of all, you ain't gonna sit here and tell me she stayed at one bar for 9 hours. I don't believe that. I don't believe that she sat at one bar for 9 hours. Now, I know they can see on their system. When they pull it up, they can see your drinks. I understand that. But if she went to 2 or 3 different bars and had 3 shots here, 4 shots there, 2 shots there, like, come on, man. I hate that. And I hate that, you know, she might potentially mess it up for those of us who know how to hold our damn liquor. But anyway, there's that, honey. All right, here's the third stuff we did not ask for. We talked about this in the group chat last night, too. Hennessy has officially joined RDT conversation with new cocktails releasing in June. We have Hennessy Iced Tea, Hennessy Berry, and Hennessy Rita. Now, I'm going to be honest with you and say, it's the Hennessy Rita that threw it off for me. Hennessy Berry, okay. Hennessy Iced Tea, well, if you have a Long Island Iced Tea, you probably had Hennessy before. Some bar done tried to be fancy and put Hennessy in a Long Island Iced Tea. But Hennessy Rita, that ain't even supposed to go together. I don't think they're supposed to go together. I don't think Hennessy and a Rita mix is supposed to go together. I mean, what do y'all think? Okay, 3 to the Rita. Okay, 3 to the Rita. Yeah, I mean the Hennessy Iced Tea. I can see it. The Hennessy Berry. Okay, but it's the Rita one for me that I'm like, I don't want that. Return to center. Return to sender. Now, Hennessy Rita, they sell at Chili's. Wow. I ain't been to Chili's in a long time. You would try it? I would probably try. I don't know if I would try the Hennessy Rita because, again, but I would definitely try like the Hennessy Tea and the Hennessy Berry. I would try both of those. That's what Wendy ordered when Mia threw that drink on her, a strawberry Hennessy margarita. Oh, really? Oh. Interesting. Interesting, child. So, all Ernesto is back in the headlines. And for those of you who've been following this, Ernesto, Shirley Strawberry's now ex-husband, he was arrested like 2 years ago now, and he's still been in jail, honey. And come to find out, he was a fraud and a cheater, and all of these things. But he went to court yesterday, and the DA there was some testimony given about some other charges that dealt with his daughter. Oh, it's been 4 years. Oh, wow. That dealt with his daughter. And RAPE. The daughter's accusing him of assaulting her. Okay. Now, I'm going to be honest. This is, for those of us who've been following this case, this wasn't new information. We already talked about this when the original indictment came down. We talked about this years ago. We talked about it over here. Pam talked about it on her channel because we actually read through the documents. Remember, we read the legal documents, and that stuff was in there. Now, at the time, they were talking about what was on his, and they talked about what they found on his computer. They found a lot of PORN. They found bestiality. They found sex toys in his belongings when they picked him up. All of these things. So that stuff was already there. But I guess because in court yesterday, the DA, they actually read through the paperwork, and his daughter has actually, I guess, was it written a statement, Tracy? It's kind of in the headlines now. But for those of us who have been following this case, it doesn't shock us. I mean, it don't, it's nasty. It's definitely nasty, but it's not new information. This is a sick man. Kitty stuff too. Yeah, maybe. It's crazy that Ernesto could have probably got away with it had he not married Shirley. I don't think so. Because the stuff that they caught him up on didn't have anything. The way they caught him didn't have anything to do with Shirley. He would have got caught because the way they caught him, because he was renting houses, he was scamming. I don't remember all the details now. But one of the neighbors of a house that he was renting, but it was empty, nobody was actually living there. One of the neighbors actually called the police and was like, something's not right about this house. And when the police showed up, there was cars in the driveway, and the police saw some stuff in one of the cars. I don't remember exactly what it was now, but the police saw some stuff in the cars that made them feel a little uneasy, like, whoa, what's going on here? And then they proceeded to get a warrant and search, and it started there. So that didn't have anything to do with Shirley Strawberry. So I think we wouldn't know about it if he hadn't been married to Shirley Strawberry. It wouldn't be a topic of discussion. But yeah, they picked him up on some other stuff. Like they caught him it had nothing to do with Shirley how they caught him. Hell, according to Shirley, she didn't know nothing about it. She didn't know he had that house. She ain't child to hear her tell the story. She didn't know nothing. Yeah, he might as well go on and just start leading the prison ministry. He might as well start a support group or something. He ain't coming home. I want to delay. I think she is. I don't listen to the calls anymore. But Sonia. I think Sonia's still around, honey. I think she's still hanging on, child. Sonia likes the attention. She likes the attention. So I think she's still floating around somewhere, child. Yeah, go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not collect $200, child. Go. In FAFO news, which this one gives me great satisfaction. The FAFO news for today, baby, it gives me great satisfaction. Are y'all ready for the FAFO news of the day? I mean, this one makes me giggle. This one makes me giggle. Caitlyn Jenner is appealing to Donald Trump, saying that she cannot travel after her passport gender changed to male. Because, you know, it did say female, and now it says male. And she said that that is stopping her from being able to travel. So she tried to call her good Judy Donald Trump and ask for help. Help me. Help me. Now, just yesterday, you were quoted as saying, well, not yesterday, but earlier this week, you were quoted as saying that you shouldn't have accepted Sportswoman of the Year award because you're not a woman. Now you are? I mean, all he did was give you what you asked for on your passport, right? You said you weren't a woman. I love this for you. I love this for you. Now, I'm sure he's going to find a way to get on a plane. I'm sure that he is not going to be inconvenienced. Sorry. She is not going to be inconvenienced long. But I love this for you. My audio is out of sync? What you mean? Y'all having a hard time with the audio? The audio and video are out of sync. Oh, Lord, what's going on? Hold on, y'all. Let me see what's going on with the audio and video. Let me go out and come back in. Let me stop this poll. I wonder if the poll is messing it up. Let me stop the poll. Let me go out and come back in. There's a delay. All right, let me go out and come back in, child. Is that better? Uh-oh, I was trying to take the poll off the screen. All right, I took the poll off the screen. What's up, Cruiser Bruiser? Okay, I don't know. Maybe it was the poll. I don't know what it was. No, it's not. It's beautiful outside. It ain't storming in D.C. Much better. Okay. I don't know. I wonder if the poll, me putting that poll up there did it. I don't know. We about to Cruiser. Now, don't forget, y'all. We going to Alaska for Cruiser's birthday. And we going to have a good time. And we already have 10 rooms booked on Cruiser's birthday. Yeah, I thought we wasn't going to do it for Alaska, honey. We already got 10 rooms booked for Alaska. So, y'all want to listen. Y'all want to come with us to Alaska? Y'all come on through. If you want more information, here's the flyer. If you want more information, hit me up. I can send you the link and you can make your deposit and we can hold your room. Now, you guys I told you guys before, the deposit is $500, but you can break it up half and half. So the cruise is August, Lord, I can't see it. My hand, it's on Royal Caribbean Quantum of the Seas, leaving out of Seattle, Washington. The deposit is $500. Are the dates not on this particular one? I made like two, because one didn't have the dates. This must be the one that didn't have the dates. I have to upload the one that has the dates. I know Tracy putting them in the chat, child. Tracy putting them in the chat. But You can break your deposit up. So you can make a $250 deposit, and you just have to make the remainder of it by the end of May. If you can do the $250 before May 1st, and you can make the remainder of the $250. You can make the remainder of it by the end of May, and that will put your deposit down. Okay, so yeah, let me know. Okay, we'll talk about the other stuff as we go. Because we can already get into these last two stories. Let's do this real quick. Y'all know that we have this July event. Happening. And I know it's a long way away. I know y'all are like, July, that is a long way away. I'm gonna hang out with Really B, but I'm gonna get them tickets later. That's fine. But y'all know y'all missed the early bird special. The early bird special was over on April the 15th. Now, I haven't gone over there to take the early bird special down, so you still probably got a little bit of time because I ain't took it down yet. Okay, I forgot. And today's the 17th. So you probably have a little bit more time if you want to go ahead and get your ticket for that early bird special price. But the ticket is July the 18th. We'll be talking to author Dee Cummings about how to dream and how to get those obstacles out of your way to meet your dreams, to get to your dreams. We talk about this every year. Every January, we do all these resolutions of all the things that we're going to do and how we're going to change our life. And then by this time, we started falling off the wagon. So I think July will be a great reset. Sure, I haven't been back in there. I'm gonna go in when I get off here because I gotta I gotta go to my other job when I get off here because I gotta do some work on the trip when I get off of here. Yeah, Cheryl did her deposit. Cheryl is going to Alaska, honey. Cheryl is going to Alaska. But so come on through. Now, I have sent out some VIP invitations. I've heard back from one person who said they're going to put it on their calendar. I don't want to make any announcement on names because, people, it's a long way out and people's, things change. But I have reached out to a couple of people that I wanted to join us that, again, you guys they're in the reality TV space. So, I've invited a few people. I have a few more people that I'm going to invite to come through. Also, y'all know that we have a Reiki specialist that's going to come through and talk to you guys about Reiki and what it can do for you and how. And we talked about it the other day. It is not a substitute for medicine, but it is a way to align your chakras and help relieve stress and help realign you spiritually and things of that nature. And so she will be there as well to talk to us about those kinds of things. It's the deposit. No, Tracy, it's not per stateroom, it's per person. The deposit is $500 a person, right? Am I right? Child. Yeah, it's $500 a person. I'm sorry, y'all. I got so much stuff floating in my head when it comes to these different trips. I think I'm right about that. The deposit, yeah. So Bilo said, when does it have to be paid off? It has to be paid off by May 12th of 2027. Is it per room? Cruiser, is it per room? Yeah. When I tell you I looked at so many cruises and so many different cruise lines and so many different criteria, I apologize if my brain is freezing right now. It's $500 because hold on. Let me think. Let me fix my brain real quick. Yeah, thank you, Tracy. My brain is freezing right now. My brain is freezing right now. My brain is freezing right now. Hold on, let me go look. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I know y'all are like, you the damn travel agent. How you don't know? Because when I tell you we looked at Royal Caribbean, we looked at Carnival, we looked at um I only paid that for my room, but you're by yourself. You see what I'm saying? See, those of you that are traveling by yourselves. Okay, that's what it is, Cheryl. Then yeah, it's per room then. Then it's per room. Cheryl said the tribe bowl is per person, Alaska is per room. Then yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I apologize, y'all. I apologize. Hold on, give me a second. Let me check. I don't want to lie to y'all. 2 point tribe bowl is per room. Right. I think it's the opposite. I think the tribe bowl. See, those of you that travel by yourselves, y'all don't know. Because y'all, when I say y'all don't know, y'all don't pay attention to that because y'all are by yourselves. Hold on, give me a second. I don't want to guess. Hold on, give me a second. Let me check right now. Per cabin. My apologies, y'all. My apologies, y'all. It's $500. It's $500 per cabin. It. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. And I apologize. I had to go back and check. Carnival was $400 per person, which means it would have been $800 even if you were going by yourself. Royal Caribbean is $500 per cabin. So if you were traveling by yourself, you got to do the whole 500. If you have a roommate, it's like $250 a person. My apologies, y'all. My apologies. When I tell you I had brain freeze just now, oh my God, my brain was like, huh? Like I honestly had to go back and look it up myself. So I apologize. So yes, it's $500 per person. I mean per room. So if you're traveling by yourself, that's why the people who are traveling by themselves did the whole 500. Yes. Okay. Oh Lord, child. I'm sorry. Lord have mercy. Whew. Halfing you probably did because Carnival was per person. Carnival, when we first were going to, and that's part of the reason why we changed from Carnival, which is why I should remember. Part of the reason why we changed from Carnival is because Carnival was a $400 deposit per person, which means it would have been $800. It does, Auntie Eva, and I apologize, y'all. I'm not trying to confuse y'all either. But when I say we looked at Norwegian, we looked at Virgin, we looked at Royal Caribbean, we looked at Carnival, and everybody had a different criteria. And just now, honestly, my brain just literally was like, huh? Like my brain literally just froze. So I apologize, you guys. But yes. I apologize. So yeah. And if you need me to put the link in the chat, Tracy, do you have the link? For people who you can reach out to me one-on-one and we can talk, but yeah, child. Oh, I have a notebook. That's what I want to go look at. I want to go look at my notebook. That's why I said, hold on, let me go get my notes. Yeah, it is. And I apologize, y'all. I apologize. I don't want to confuse nobody. Yeah. Whoo, Jesus. All right. And the tribal is still okay, Below, hit me up. Okay. Hit me up on Instagram we can talk. We'll talk about, whatever questions you have, I can answer them and address that. Okay, boo? And you can still book the tribal, which is in February. And I believe today, Tracy let us know today that the key was on sale. The key is like a VIP thing where you can get on early. You get discounts for different things. You can get transport to and from the ship, depending on the airline you're flying with. There's a nice going away breakfast that Cheryl said was absolutely delicious. She loved it, honey. So some people on the last cruise got the key. I didn't have the key, but a few of the people did get the key and they loved it. Some people think it's worth the money. You know what I mean? So it's just an extra little perk that you can purchase that give you certain things. They'll break it down. Right. Cheryl says she loved it. She said she loved the key. Yep. All right, let's talk about this Mary situation. Now, listen, let me tell y'all something. All of a sudden, all of these clips are resurfacing from Mary, from Tina Campbell and her husband, Teddy Campbell, to sort of, I guess, show what we saw while the show was going on. And I did go back and look at that clip from the Steve Harvey show where she said that one of the people that he cheated on her with was a friend of hers who was the godmother to her kids. See, I don't know. And again, I ain't never been married, and I'm not going to tell nobody what should or shouldn't be a deal breaker for them. I don't know how I would come back from that. You mean to tell me this woman been smiling in my face up in my house with godmother to my kids, and y'all been having a whole affair going on behind my back? Baby, I don't know how I would come back from that. Like, I just don't know what I do with that information. And then I saw the clip today of when she tore that man car up. And then somebody put in my comments that they don't remember the threats. But in one of those clips, I don't know if it was the Steve Harvey clip. Yeah, it was the Steve Harvey clip when she said that. She said she threatened to unalive him. Like it went through her mind. Like it was there. So yeah. She has a right to be crazy behind that. Yeah, I mean, listen. And that's why I said I don't know how he stayed that long, because baby, I don't know if I'd be able to get a good night's sleep. Baby, I'd have to sleep with one eye open. Exactly, Ravine. I mean, sure. Yeah, Nitwit, I saw that, child. Carlos and Nene going on tour, child. I don't care. All right. So everybody is saying that Erica was being very insensitive to her sister because Erica went down to the internet bragging about, I shouldn't say bragging, but went down to the internet talking about her and her husband having their vow renewal on the same day that the news hit about Tina's divorce. Now, let me say something. I have a few things to say about this. First of all, let me read you what Tina had to say, because Tina said something, honey. Tina said something. Hold on. Tina said, 25 years on them. Gonna be bomb. Let's go, Dub and E. And also, Tina is going to help you pick up your dress. Y'all let my sister be great, okay? I love her and my brother, and that is a celebration. I really think we need to remember a couple of things. Number one, I want to know exactly when Erica posted this versus when TMZ posted about the divorce. Because I bet you it wasn't the same time. I put money on that. Number two, when we read through what TMZ wrote on the other, what was it? Today's Friday, Wednesday, I guess is when the news broke. It said in the court papers that they have been separated since 2024. They have not been together as a married couple in 2 years, which means that everybody knew but us. The family knew. Tina knew, Erica knew, Goo knew, Teddy knew. All of the people knew that Teddy and Tina were no longer living together as a married couple. Everybody knew but us. So number one, I do not believe that Erica would have posted. She just doesn't seem like that type of person that Erica would have posted it the same day. Number two, even if she did, maybe she did it to form a distraction away from her sister because they already knew this. Now, why they just decided to file the divorce today? This week, I don't know. Do I think Tina was blindsided by it? No, I think she knew he was filing. Mamiana said she posted it before. Yeah, I believe she did. I don't think that's why he's divorcing her, because she voted for Donald Trump the first time. That was, 10 years ago, child. So, no, I don't think that's... how long ago it was? It was like 10... Child, I don't think that's what it was. So honestly, I just feel like people like to put 20 on 10. I just don't think it was that type of situation. And Tina has come down here and let y'all know she don't feel no kind. Now, at least publicly. Now, what they saying privately, I don't know, ain't my business. But publicly, she's letting y'all know, back up off her sister. Back up off her little sister. That's what she said. That's what she said. And again, we're not gonna forget that these two have been going through it for years. All sorts of clips are coming up now. Tina did back in October. Tina was talking about how the enemy was trying to steal her joy, and her marriage was in trouble, and all this other stuff. Baby, that man wasn't even living there in October 2025. Your marriage was in trouble. Your husband wasn't even in the house no more. So they've been going through it. And again, Erica's supposed to stop her happiness because her sister wants to stay with this man. Okay. I think they all probably told her to leave that man a long time ago, but I don't know that. I could be wrong, child. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, honey. I could be wrong. Now, here's okay, so let's talk about what happened yesterday, unfortunately, with the case of the Fairfaxes. Okay, let me read y'all a little bit of what happened yesterday. Hold on, let me read you guys this story in case you guys are not familiar with the story. Ex-Virginia deputy mayor unalives wife and then himself. I'm going to read you guys this article. Former deputy governor of Virginia and his wife were found unalive in their home on Thursday morning in what authorities describe as a murder suicide. Investigators say Justin Fairfax, his wife, multiple times before turning the gun on himself in their Annandale home. Both of the couple's teenage children were home at the time. Fairfax, the second Black person elected to statewide office in Virginia, served as lieutenant governor from 2018 to 2022. His tenure was overshadowed by 2 allegations of sexual assault and accusations that he denied. County Police Chief Kevin Davis said that the murder-suicide appeared to stem from marital problems, though the investigation remained ongoing. Now, what we have since found out is that they were going through a very tumultuous divorce in which he had to be out of the house by the end of April, which is very similar to what we talked about earlier this week with Drew Sidor. He was supposed to be out of the house by April the 30th, I believe. And there was a hearing on Monday to make a resolution about marital assets. The wife already had The wife already had custody of the kids, and Monday they were supposed to go to court to decide the rest of the marital assets. They said that he basically had become an alcoholic, and in court they even talked about how, and I read this in other articles, they even talked about how he bought a weapon. He used, the money was supposed to be, I think, for their kids' college, something. He took money out of their kids' college fund to buy this weapon. He was drinking and so forth and so on. So things were really, really bad, right? Here's why Roland Martin pissed off a lot of people yesterday. So y'all know that Roland Martin is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha. Justin Fairfax was also a member of Alpha Phi Alpha. And so Roland Martin did a show where he talked about his frat brother and how great he was and how he knew him personally and how, this was just so tragic. Then he went on yesterday to do these videos on Black male mental health crisis. I'm going to just read you some of these. I'm going to just read you the title of his last two videos. Justin Fairfax, murder suicide, Black male psychologist break it down. Then you read Justin Fairfax, unalives wife in murder suicide, Black men's mental health crisis. And so a lot of people were upset with Roland Martin because a lot of the headlines made this about him and what he was going through and how horrible his life had been and how he, all these horrible things. And so a lot of people were upset with Roland Martin because they were like, you did a whole show where you brought on a psychologist to break down Black men's mental health instead of calling this man what he was and celebrating the wife. His wife was a dentist. His wife was a very accomplished woman. And now these two children who were in the home when he chose to do this, I think they said the one of the children actually was one that called 911. Why are we not focusing on that part of the story? And a lot of headlines, and I get it, he was the one that was the politician. He's the one that everybody knew. I understand leading with him, but a lot of the coverage was about him and what he was going through and how hard things had been for him after leaving the governor's office and he had become this alcoholic, instead of focusing on where the blame should be. And so when I say the comments was, baby, when I say they was tearing Roland Martin ass up, they was tearing Roland Martin ass up. And I'm not even going to play any of his video. And if y'all want to go give him a click and a view, y'all can. But a lot of people, a lot of women specifically, were very upset that is where the focus seemed to be, was on this Black male fragility instead of what it is. Now, do I think that we have a mental health crisis in this country and when it comes to everybody, but specifically Black men? Sure, we can have the conversation. But was this the appropriate time? And was this the appropriate way? And what I find interesting is you did the same thing to all of the women who have been in abusive relationships and have had to deal with DV. You did the same thing to those women as what they did to us over Charlie Kirk. What they did to Black people over Charlie Kirk. And somebody might say, oh my gosh, Really B, that's not a fair comparison. The fuck it isn't. It is absolutely a fair comparison. Because just like people wanted us to be like, oh, well, Charlie Kirk, well, he wasn't a bad guy. He was just misunderstood. I mean, I know he said a lot of racist things, but he wasn't racist. Like the same way they wanted us as Black people to see the humanity in Charlie Kirk. That's what you did to Black women last night, Roland Martin. That is what you did to Black women. And I don't care that he was a friend of yours. Maybe that should have been a story that maybe you handed off to somebody. He has these panels all the time. Maybe it's a story that you hand off to your panel if you can't be objective. If you can't have the, because I understand if somebody's a friend, of course you're going to see it a certain way. They're your friend. I respect that. That's your frat brother. You haven't had a relationship with him. You knew him. You may not have been able to, you have the lens to have an objective conversation. And let's be clear, it's a conversation that you still can have, maybe not the same day that it happened. Maybe that's a conversation you have in a month. Maybe you kick that can down the road a little bit. Because I'm not saying that there isn't a place to have the conversation. But I also think it's about optics, right? It's okay to talk about Black men mental health and what led to this, but he definitely showed his bias on how he covered the story only from a man's perspective. Yes, thank you, Cameron Curtis. Thank you, boo. All of the friends he supposedly had there knew the severity of his condition, should have told his wife to leave. Well, some women were trying to defend Justin, asking what did she do to him? It's talking about it's personal because he didn't go after the kids. What? Mental health crisis make you a Blakist and an unaliver. Roland is opening a can of worms that he can't put the cap back on. Right. Yup, like Tamron Hall never covered Prince's death and the circumstances surrounding it because she was such a good friend of it. Right. I mean, again, I'm not saying that there isn't a conversation. Like Cameron said it best. Cameron was perfect. That comment Cameron just made was a perfect comment. And again, but that's why a lot of people are pissed off with Roland Martin, especially Black women. Because, and to me, asking what did the woman do, to me is the same as when a woman says they were sexually violated. Well, what were you wearing? Well, why were you there that time of night? And I've been guilty of it in my younger days, in my more ignorant days. In my more ignorant days, I made those types of comments. But I'm older now. Marvin Sapp said I'm wiser now. I'm stronger now. Listen, I know better. I would never say that now. Now, when I was younger, I remember being in college and we talked about the Mike Tyson situation. And you know, I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all the truth. I didn't believe, at the time, I didn't believe that Mike Tyson had violated that woman. If I'm being honest, I got to tell y'all, I just got to be honest and tell y'all, I did not believe that Mike Tyson had violated that woman. And when I found out more the facts of the case, I said, it's a lot of things in this case that don't add up for me. But now I would not doubt that woman's story just because she made some questionable decisions. Because just because she decided to go out with a man at midnight doesn't mean it's okay for him to violate her, right? Just because she might have made some questionable decisions. Because I have made some questionable decisions myself. And but for the grace of God, some things didn't happen to me. Because I definitely put myself in some situations. I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all the truth. I have definitely put myself in some situations that, thank God, he was walking with me that night or that day. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. Roland Martin didn't cover anything about Fairfax until now. Well, there's that bias there too. There it is, Auntie Eva. But for the grace of God, go I. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like the movie The Accused by Jodie Foster. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fedora said, me too, girl. Exactly. So, because I'm older now, there are just certain things I wouldn't. Now, I mean, I can still think stuff sometimes, right? We can't help our thoughts coming through our head sometimes. But I definitely have a different thought process on certain things because, again, I know that just because as a woman I might make or a man, I might make a questionable decision does not mean it's okay for somebody to violate me, right? So I hate when people say, well, what did she do when a woman gets hit or a man abuses a woman? I hate when, and you know what, to be fair, I feel like they do it more when it's a woman and when it's a man and a woman and a woman and a man. Because people be like, well, she put her hands on him. He must have done something to her. No, sometimes people are just violent. Derisha Branch said the conversation he had was very much needed. However, this was not the right time. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with saying this because I agree. I agree. But was today the right time to have it? We need to be celebrating this woman who lost her life. This woman who has 2 children who are now orphans. 2 children who are now orphans. And not only are those 2 children orphans, we don't know what kind of trauma they are dealing with right now. Can you imagine being home? Right. Orphaned and traumatized. So again, Roland Martin, read the room. Read the room. And here's the thing about Roland Martin. He's probably not even going to address it because I feel like he's one of those people that's going to be like, oh, well, I said it and it is what it is. And it's a conversation that needs to be had. And I don't, and I could be wrong. I don't know Roland Martin personally. I could be wrong, but I feel like I feel like it that we could possibly see, the kids might never feel safe anywhere again because at home you should feel the safest. Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. Right, Below. That's a trauma I mean, come on, how do you come back from that? My God. And I just hope they have strong family around them. Again, I don't know enough. I mean, and I'm sure that there is family. But that makes a difference too on what happens now. Right? What's going to, and they said they're teenagers, so where are they school-wise? Like, are these high school kids that are thinking about prom and all the things that kids should be worried about right now? Are they worried about SATs? Are they worrying about college acceptance? Because it said 13, so that could be obviously anywhere from, it said teenagers, so that could be anywhere from 13 to 18. And I'm sure there's an article I could find with their ages. I just didn't look. I didn't look that far. Yeah. The oldest son is 16. Thank you. He should be worried about getting his driver's license and his dad taking him out to teach him how to drive, or his mom, because they said the dad, stayed drunk. 16 years old, he's probably a sophomore in high school, maybe a junior, depending on his age. You're worried about SATs right now. It's the end of the year. We're in the last. Virginia gets out before we do, before Maryland does. So, they probably in the last 6 weeks of school over there in Virginia. So I'm sorry to hear it. That's all I could say. Right. The son was the one that called 911. I knew it was one of the kids. Son was the one that called 911. Oh, wow. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I know TMZ is doing what TMZ does, but I don't want to hear it. Oh, before we get out of here, there's been an update to the Larry Reid Bishop Jordan case. Larry Reid has been served. Now, there's a discrepancy about whether he was served or whether he just waived service and just accepted the service. It don't matter. It don't matter whether he waived service or whether the service knocked on his front door and put the paper in his hand. It really don't matter. He now has the lawsuit. He has been served. So we're going to see what happens from here. We're going to see what happens from here because now he has a certain amount of time to respond to the allegations, and then we see where it goes from there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all something. Can I tell y'all something? If there is a court date during my summer vacation, I'm going to New Jersey. If I'm home, I'm going to New Jersey. Tracy, you sent me the clip of that Ice Spice fight. And then the girl the rapper Ice Spice, she got assaulted at the McDonald's, child. And then the girl went live explaining why she put her hands on Ice Spice. And again, it's just indicative of this generation. She said that she went up to Ice Spice at the McDonald's to tell her that she loved her music, she liked her or whatever. And she said that Ice Spice was rude to her, talking about, why are you over here? You can leave now. Why are you talking to me? You can leave now. Now, here's the reality of the situation. Maybe she did. Maybe Ice Spice was just as rude to you and asked you, why were you over there in her face? Number one, why were you over there in her face? She was eating. And I know a lot of us think that celebrities are obligated to have conversations with us just because they're out in public doing public shit. But they're not. And I'm not saying she has a right to be rude about it. However, you said that basically she was rude to you, and that's why you you slapped her. And then went on to say, I don't deal with that kind of, like you say you from New York. I mean, I guess they do that in New York, but I mean, we don't do that kind of stuff here. Not being a fan of Ice Spice was your first problem. But the fact that this person felt justified, and can I say something else? How dumb, I'm going to let y'all hear her. I'm going to let y'all hear what she said. How dumb are you to go live? And now people know, because let's be clear. Let's be clear. They may or may not have even known who you were, ma'am. They may not have known who you were, but now you done went on Instagram and they absolutely know who you are now. So expect to get sued. And it's very clear tape. Let me show y'all. Here's. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Wait a minute. Now, I'm going to be honest. That didn't look like you were a fan that just wanted to go and tell her, I like your music. That looked like you rolled up there looking for something. Because first of all, why did you come running through the McDonald's and try to sit down next to them? Let's start there. Why did you try to sit down with them people? Those people are sitting there eating McDonald's. That girl had a hoodie over her face. She probably didn't even want to be recognized, but she's eating her Big Mac and some fucking fries and a milkshake if the milkshake machine was working. That is it, and that is all, okay? Then you come running up there, and it literally looked like you just got in that girl's face. So now I'm going to let y'all hear her explanation about what she did, okay? Because, again, dummy. Now, she said she was escorted out of the McDonald's, but they probably didn't know her name. Now they know who you are because you don't went on your Instagram live, dummy. But anyway, let me let y'all hear what she got to say.
With my friends and everything, and we came from the beach earlier that night, and we decided to go walk around Hollywood or whatever. But before we did that, we decided to stop by McDonald's because we all had to use the bathroom. So then one of my friends, she comes out and she was like, "Oh, I think that's Ice Spice over there." And I'm like, "Oh, for real?" So I go up to them and I'm giving her and the other girl she was with compliment. And then immediately Ice Spice was just being rude. She was like, "Why are you over here? You could leave. Bye." And I'm like, "Why are you being rude?" Pretty much. And she was basically saying like, "You could just leave. Bye. Like, I don't even know why you're at my table." Then that's when I proceed to ask her, like, "You don't got to be rude. I'm just giving you guys a compliment." And I'm like, "You know what? Where are you from?" She said, "I'm from New York." So I said, "Let me tell you something. I don't care where you're from." I'm like, "You in LA, you in my city now. You can't be out here disrespecting people. Like, if you wanted us to leave, you could have just politely said, 'Oh, I'm not in the mood,' or something, right? Instead of just yelling at me." So she kept going on. Then she calls me a bitch. So after she calls me a bitch, I hit her. So I hit her, and then so I got escorted out to McDonald's. And then, so after they escorted me, I'm like by my car, and I hear Ice Spice in the middle of the street talking about some, "Where is that bitch at? I don't want to fight her. Woo woo woo." So I come back down the street, and then that's when me and her fought again. And then she just kept talking a whole lot of mess. That was just like the brief of the story, honestly. And then as I'm outside the McDonald's as well, she picks up one of my homie's phone. She picks it up and she throws his phone and broke his screen. So it was just like, basically she was being disrespectful and rude, which is why we fought. You know, as a fan, I'm not expecting you to be rude or nothing like that. I'm thinking you're gonna, you're just gonna, "Oh, like, thank you for supporting me, this and that." But she had a different attitude towards me. With Ice Spice, I have no like longer beef with her. Like, I never had beef with her, nothing. But she lost the fan. I can't listen to her the same anymore. Like, it's just, now I know that you're like disrespectful and all of that. I just can't support her.
So I guess we didn't see what we saw. Because I didn't see none of that. I didn't see you nicely walk up to them and give them compliments. I saw you run up and try to sit down. And then it looked like you immediately got in that woman's face. Now, she might have been like, "What are you doing here? Why are you over here?" Because you literally ran up to them. And again, even if she was rude to you, it does not give you the right to put your hands on her. Even if she was rude to you, she may have been, I don't know. But that does not give you the right to assault her. Now, you probably going to jail. And Ice Spice, I mean, you probably ain't gonna get no money. She don't look like she got no money, girl. But Ice Spice, you might want to sue her before she try to come up with some bullshit to sue you. Even though the tape is very clear. Like, Ice Spice, girl, you didn't hit her, you didn't approach her, you didn't do nothing. Even if you went outside, whoops her ass outside, that's fine. That's fine. It was definitely for clout, Kawale, because she couldn't wait to go live. Because again, if it was me, I'm going away and hoping they don't know who I am, hoping somebody didn't get my license tag when I drove off, hoping ain't nobody tell them my name. None of my other friends told them my name. Because, girl, you assaulted that woman. You don't have a right to put your hands on people just because you don't like something they say. That is not how this works. Even, I ain't gonna go there, but that's just not how this works. Excuse me. Anyway, that's it. That's all, y'all. I'm about to get off of here. Make sure that if you're interested in any of the events we have coming up, please hit me up. You can hit me up on Instagram, or you can email me if you have any questions or concerns about anything. For the people who sent money, I'm going to check that when I get off here. Who I have their deposits, I'm going to check that, and when I get off here, and everybody's deposits and stuff should be updated. Because a few people made payments on Alaska this week, so I'll be updated and sending updated invoices this weekend. So check your invoice, make sure that your invoice matches, your records match my records, So we're all on the same page. But I'll be sending, for those people, it was two people made payments this week, and then 3 people booked. So, yeah. Exactly. Y'all, because that was when Anthony Mackie gets a rep, because Anthony Mackie don't fuck with the fans. And I was like, he don't have to. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people might say it's not a good look. Right. It might not be a good look, but he doesn't have to. When he's out minding his business, he is not Falcon. He's not obligated to people to be Falcon. He's Anthony Mackie doing whatever the hell Anthony Mackie is doing. He doesn't owe you. And the problem is we don't know what these people have going on. Maybe when we see them, they're on their way somewhere and they're getting ready to be late. They have an appointment. Maybe they have to go do something for their kids, right? You want them to stop and do something for your child. Maybe they're on their way to do something for their kids. Maybe they're having a bad fucking day and they just don't feel like being bothered. Like, I thought, who's Falcon? He's Captain America. Child, whatever he is, I thought he was Falcon. Well, who's Falcon then? I thought Anthony Mackie was Falcon. Ain't Falcon Captain America's friend? Whoever the hell Anthony Mackie is, all I'm saying is he ain't obligated. Okay, he was Falcon. That's what I thought. Okay, I ain't crazy. Xavier got me thinking I'm crazy. I knew that man was Falcon. Child. He was Falcon, but he took Captain America. Okay, so he was Falcon. Well, Xavier, listen. Listen. Xavier, hey. But ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time to go down his resume. I knew him as Falcon, okay? Xavier, go sit down somewhere, okay? I knew him as Falcon. I didn't know he got a promotion, okay? Talking about, don't you mean Captain America? You know, y'all know Xavier's my baby. Y'all know that's my baby. Talking about, I didn't know he got a promotion. The new Falcon is Latino. Oh, look at that. They had to move the black man into the white man's space and put a Latino man in the black man's space. Well, hello, DEI. Hello, DEI. Years ago, I saw Alicia Keys in the Atlanta airport in disguise in a security queue. I nodded at her. She nodded back. Nobody bothered her. Well, y'all remember when Michelle Obama said she used to go to Target all the time when she was in the White House? She said that she would put on her little baseball cap, put her hair back, wouldn't have on no makeup and stuff, and she would go to Target all the time. Sure did. Right, TR me. Truth is, I'm tired. So he is Captain America now. I'm gonna shit with that nigga. Options off you. You got, yes, Xavier, you got the tap. Okay, here's the update before you go. Iron Man got replaced by a young black. What? Iron Man got replaced by a woman. A black woman? What? And now Iron Man is Dr. Doom. What? I mean, damn. I can't keep up with these comic book shit. Listen, can I tell y'all something? Y'all lost me with the comic book stuff when we had 10 Spider-Mans. Y'all lost me then. We had way too many Spider-Mans as this. And that's where y'all lost me. Y'all lost me after we had 20 Spider-Mans. How many times we got to redo the same fucking movie? Like, I understand we redid Batman 4 times, but they spaced that shit out. Like, Michael Keaton's Batman was about 5 years from what's that man's name? The one that played the second Batman. Well, I ain't talking about the TV show. We ain't counting the TV. I'm talking about modern day, like 80s. It was Michael Keaton, right? Wasn't it Michael Keaton? And then it was Val Kilmer, right? Then it was Val Kilmer. It was like 5 years in between that. And then it was like 10 years before we got the next Batman. And then it wasn't the same origin story. How many times are they going to give us that Spider-Man origin story? Hell, I could play Spider-Man at this point. Xavier, I'm not doing this with you talking about something if they from different universes. I'm not doing this with you, damn it. It's the same origin story. Now, I did watch the Miles one, the little Latino boy. What's his name? Miles. What's his name? Xavier. I did watch that Spider-Man. We're supposed to get a new Blade, but Ali couldn't find a script and he would have been Oscar worthy, so they scrapped it. Baby, I wish I could tell him Blade is never gonna be Oscar worthy. That's not the kind of shit that the Oscars give awards to. Baby, it's never gonna be Miles Morales. Yeah, him. Baby, it's never. I could have told him that. You ain't never gonna find a script that's Oscar worthy coming out of the comic book world. Black Panther was Oscar worthy. Yeah, for costume design. They got nominated. They got nominated for Oscars. The actors, or they did. Oh, Angela got the nomination. Okay, well, I'll take that back then. I'll take it back, child. I take it back. He did. You right. Y'all right. Y'all are right. Y'all are right. Heath Ledger won an Oscar. Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, y'all are right. I take it back. Now, listen. Don't come attacking me, all y'all comic book people. I said I take it back. Now. They letting me have it now. They letting me have it in the comments. Listen, Ray Alexander. Hey, Ray Alexander. Hey. Where you come from? Ray is giving me the bit. Where you come from, Ray? Ray done dropped down and said, let me run this resume to you, ma'am. Black Panther 1 and 2, honey. Sorry. My bad. Don't come and get me. Oh no. Don't come for me. Child, y'all are coming for me, honey. Yes, for the truth is I'm tired. Options off to you. Yes, I'm tired. No, I'm good though. But no, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all are right. When y'all right, y'all right. When y'all right, y'all right. I'm still welcoming Wakanda. Thank you, my brother. Right. Ray swooped down off them bushes, honey. He said, I can't be quiet. I can't let this go. I will not be silent. Oh, Lord. Y'all are good. Y'all are funny to me. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. Beyond the Gates is probably going to be Sunday. Y'all know that JB is busy tomorrow. I talked to Treese. She's going to... That's Shade in the City. She's going to watch Bell Collector Birmingham. And if she decides that she likes it, then we're going to probably do Bell Collector Birmingham together. So y'all know that'll be Sunday mornings. So look for Bell Collector Birmingham Sunday morning, because even if she decides not to do it, I'm gonna wait for her. And even if she decides not to do it, I'll probably do my review Sunday morning. You have found your voice and your nerve. You can drop down more often, child. I don't bite. I mean, just a little bit. Right, we talked about that the other day. Auntie Eva, yep. Beyond the Gates got renewed. SUV, Law and Order SUV just got renewed for, I think it's 28th season. And then okay. And then y'all know Love and Marriage Huntsville, regular Bell Collective, all that'll be this weekend at some point. At some point. All right, with that being said, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.